Hey Sagittarius, this is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope you guys are having a good start to your week. I hope you had a good holiday, a good 4th of July if you are in America. Sagittarius, this is your how's your money, how's your honey reading for July 2019. We do 3 for the money, 3 for the honey, 2 for overall energy, and 3 for guidance from the universe. Two more shuffles. And a reminder, I do my cards straight up. Sagittarius, y'all are kind of quiet. What's going on? I ain't getting a whole lot of fireworks from y'all being a fire sign. Ha ha ha. All right, Sagittarius, let's get this kicking. So from underneath the bottom of the deck for your overall energy. That's y'all. That's fire energy. Ta-da! Somebody trying to get some kind of celebration, move up to another level. That's the 4 of Wands. Oh yeah, this is y'all all day. And the 5 of Wands. Communication, fast and furious. Or 8 of Wands, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of my card. The 5 of Wands, just shit all over the place. Anyway, I promise you the 8 of Wands will make itself known where this communication is coming from. I'm noticing something about this card, that fire finger, which is letting me you're gonna have some divine intervention with some form of your communication. Let's put the cards down and see what we got going on. So for your money, we have the Justice card. There's a 5 of Wands, doggone it. Boo-doo-boo. And the 3 of Swords. And for a second day in a row, the money row looked like the honey row. But okay, let's see what we got going on with the honey row. You have the Hierophant, the 2 of Cups, and the Princess of Coins. Wow. Okay. All right, Sagittarius, let me find out. Let's see what we got going on with you. So, with the 4 of Wands here, with your overall energy, it's not so much about the celebration. It's all the stuff that's going on behind the scenes before you get to the celebration. So it feels like your overall energy is that of just kind of working towards what it is you're trying to get to. This is a fire card, so this got you written all over it, Sagittarius. But y'all are trying to keep that passion. It feels like there's something, I'm going to get to it in a minute. You're trying to keep the momentum going. So you may be trying to reorganize your finances. I see a little bit of that. And you also may be thinking about making a commitment to someone. So your overall energy is the work that goes on behind the scenes before you actually get to a celebration. And it's that feeling of, you can kind of see where things are beginning to go. I'm going to say maybe 2 months ago it was not as clear as it is now. So you guys are doing the work to getting to the next level, moving up. For your money, with the Justice card here, you guys are trying to, some of you, let me clear this up, not gonna resonate with everybody. Some of you got stuff going on with your finances. This is big stuff. Some of you may have lawsuits going. Others of you may be waiting on settlements from lawsuits. Others still may be getting money from school. We talk about big chunks of money, and not just one big chunk, but maybe several big chunks. So if you're going to school, you're getting student loans, you're getting grants, you've got scholarships, you may be getting a $2,000 chunk here, maybe a $5,000 chunk there. For others of you, you may be going through the settlement process where the case has already been adjudicated and you won. And so now we're trying to work out how you're going to get paid, where the money is going to be filtered through. Is it coming through your attorney's office? Will it be coming from the people you sued? That whole little piece. I know this is not going to resonate with everybody. For others of you, you may be at the beginning of this process. You may be trying to find an attorney. You may be just talking to one. You may have just had something happen that's going to require somewhere in the future that you get in touch with an attorney, but it's here. And it's about the balance. Obviously, this is Libra energy, but it's about the balance. So something happens, something has to be taken into consideration. Same with school. You applied, you got classes, you got this much, but you need to make up the balance. So it's about the balance with the money. Be patient. That's the biggest thing that I'm getting for you, Sagittarius, as far as however this is resonating with you. Be patient. Let the details work themselves out. Do your very best if you can, not to do anything new this month because you're at the very beginning of a Mercury retrograde. It doesn't end until July 31st. So be patient, Sag. I know that's fucking hard, especially if you're waiting on money. Yeah, tell that to somebody that don't know. So knowing that struggle and knowing how difficult it is to wait on somebody to either make a decision or the decision has been made, but now they want to figure out how they're going to do something. I know that interim period of waiting can be a fucking nightmare. Do your best to hold on, Sagittarius. It's going to clear itself up, which could segue right to the Five of Wands. That scattered, y'all hear me? This energy right here. That scatterball energy just all over. It may be for you right now, as far as your finances are concerned, it may be a little difficult to focus on just your day-to-day things because you got so much stuff, so many other things going on. It may just be difficult for you to focus at this point. Do your best, again, as you're trying to be patient. Slow it down if you need to and do one thing at a time. You know, do what you can do on any given day, on any given financial matter. Do one thing at a time. Don't try and kill yourself or overwhelm yourself trying to do all of it. If you need help, if you need to call an attorney, if you need to talk to a financial advisor, if you need to talk to a representative from your bank, do it. Because they can't do anything but help you kind of clear up some of this chaos and confusion going on in your head. This is your energy as well. It's fire. So it seems like some of you are kind of anxious. Some of you may even be pissed off at this point because you got to go through this process. Do your best, like I said, to be patient and get the help that you need. With the Three of Swords here, it's going to be a lot of mind fucking yourself. It doesn't have anything to do with cheating or none of that. The energy that's coming back off of it, though, is that you got a lot of hands in the pot. And there may be some people that will say some shit to you, and not on purpose, but again, understand we're in Mercury retrograde, and you may not get the full meaning, and you will just be doing just like this, trying to pull your heart out and your hair at the same time. It's air energy. And sometimes that air energy fans the flames in your head, and you just a hot mess because you have so many financial things going on. This could be family, house, job, anything relating to your finances. Don't mind fuck yourself. That's the other piece of that. Be patient. Try to keep some focus and keep the confusion down on the down low. And try not to mind fuck yourself because you're going to end up just being hurt trying to figure out what other people are saying or doing or whatever. Be patient once again. Let the energy work itself out. Let the situations financially work themselves out. You do have... let me get back on this. You may be hiding some of this pain too. That's another meaning of this card if it were in the reverse. A little bit of that energy is coming back that you're trying to hide, your pain. Because if you've been hurt, again, and you're trying to get some money, or if you've had some other type of financial trauma, you may be hurting, and you may be trying to cover up the fact that you are hurt so you can deal with the minutia going on around your money. Do your best, Sag. Do your best. Don't mind fuck yourself. Don't take everything quite to the point that people are saying. It may sound like people are trying to be intentionally mean or hurtful or insensitive to you about your situation and what you're going through. Fuck it. It ain't shit. It's just words and people talking. Again, it is Mercury retrograde, so a lot of times people are saying things and it's coming out one way, but their intent may be completely different. But because Mercury wants to run around and be a jackass at this particular time of the year, there you go. With your honey, Sag, y'all are definitely, this is my energy. This is Earth energy, Taurus. It's about commitment. Y'all are thinking about some serious shit. Some of you are in relationships that you're thinking about taking to the next level. Others of you are in relationships that you are thinking about not taking to the next level. Some of you may be just beginning to date. But whatever the circumstance is, Sag, you guys definitely have commitment on the brain. And this is hard. This is some hardcore stuff from Sag, the Bachelor sign. This is hardcore. So if you are embarking on something new, take it slow. And if you see some long-term potential there, you may want to just kind of very gently poke and prod to see if you can, how far you can go, if you can get further in the relationship. And talk to the person that you're dealing with. I wouldn't try to, again, with Mercury being in retrograde, try to put anything in cement just yet. But explore what's out there and see what's going on. Have those conversations. Because ultimately this is a big deal for you. This is a major card. So you are probably either getting ready to hook up with or have just recently hooked up with someone that's going to change your life around for the better. But it's going to take time. This commitment is not just the word about bonding yourself to someone else. It's also about having patience, about having trust. So if you're having any of those kind of issues with yourself, make sure you look in first before you project out, to make sure that you kind of get, if it's a newer relationship, on good footing, and if it's a little older, that it maintains some stable commitment type atmosphere shit. Y'all know what I'm saying. With the Two of Cups here, it's happening, y'all. It's happening. This person likes you. So whoever this is resonating with, the person that you're thinking about, they like you. This is some likable shit here. And they can see themselves in a Two of Cups situation with you, Sagittarius. That's the emotion. And it's the only cup card on the table. So whatever this is, it's not going to be one of them PDA, kissy at the mall type relationships. It will be solid. Granted, it will be solid. But it's not going to be top heavy with emotion. It's just going to be one of those things. I love you. You love me. Let's keep this shit moving. And that ain't a bad way to go, Sag. It's not. If you can keep the emotion down, sometimes keeping emotion to a dull roar can also help to keep your relationship kind of on an even keel. When you start adding a whole lot of emotion to shit just goes to shit. So there you go. But this person likes you, Sag. And I think that might be some of maybe the hesitation or misgivings. You don't know really how much this person likes you, but just know, I'm telling you, they like you a lot, and they want to see this get to looking just like that, a little fly underneath and the whole 9 yards. So just know your partner is about you, and if it's a newer relationship, they dig you, they like you a lot. And you can take that knowledge and run with it, because it doesn't feel like their feelings are going to change for you at any given point in time soon. Just trying to tell you. With the Princess of Coins here, it kind of goes back to the emotion. It's about being creative, but if it were reversed, it would be about just giving away too much. So if I look at just all of the cards on the table, the one thing that really does stick out to me is the balance of all of it. The balance of your money, the balance of your emotions, and your commitment, the time that you're putting into this, making sure that you're not doing more than someone else. For some of you, you may feel like you're doing more in your relationship. I'm just tagging that to say you don't want to give away too much too soon. You don't want to give somebody too much access to you too soon. It kind of takes the fun out of it, if y'all hear what I'm saying. So try to keep, wherever you are in your relationship, during this time period, try to keep it light and airy. Think of things to do outside of being at home watching TV. I get it if you in the kind of climate I live in where it's 900 degrees daily. Outside is not always an option. But Sag, you're creative. Think about it. Think about stuff you can do to strengthen your bond, particularly those of you that are just getting into a relationship. If you feel like you're kind of approaching rut status, because we've been here, we did this, we went there, we went over there, we saw them. If you're feeling like you done all this shit, you, Sagittarius, need to dig deep, get a little creative, and see what else you can come up with. Then we come back to the 8 of Wands. This is about your love relationship. So this, if we back-ended this, your overall energy, it's about you doing the behind-the-scenes work. You feeling that, putting the work into whatever's going on with your finances, putting the work into trying to make a commitment, boop, 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 just like that. But the back end of that, It's the communication. So for a lot of you in your love relationship, this is going to be about, it's going to be the feeling of bonded and closeness, because you guys are communicating and you are texting each other and you are FaceTiming each other and you are on Facebook and you do send each other messages on Instagram and you do see pictures on Snapchat of the two of you. That kind of shit. That's the back end of it. And there's some divine, you see the little fire hand there, there's some divine stuff going on behind the scenes. And it feels like whatever the divine energy is, it's helping move you to the next level. It may not feel like that right now because of Mercury being in retrograde, but trust and believe that's exactly what's going on. So hopefully, as you, with the newer relationships, as you get going, you will see all this communication. And the thing I like about being able to communicate in so many different ways, especially with the different platforms, is that you can get creative in how you're communicating. If you for whatever reason with your partner at a distance at some point this summer because one of you is traveling away, what else can you do to spend? I'm not talking about on the camera type shit and take your clothes up. No, I'm not talking about that. But when your partner calls you, and instead of being in the house, you go outside instead, or you take a walk with your partner on your phone. That kind of creative stuff. It may seem trite in the moment or, oh, that's cute, but trust me, your partner will remember that kind of shit, because if they haven't experienced it in that way before, that will be good for them too, and overall it'll just be good for the relationship. Let's see what the universe has for guidance, Sagittarius. Disruption, makes sense. New beginnings, makes sense. Moving on, makes sense. Okay. So, your finances. You may be feeling this right now. And some of you in your relationship, you may be feeling a little bit of the disruption. Again, your overall energy is that thing, going on behind the scenes. And sometimes it can just feel fucking chaotic. And at the end of the day, it may feel like it's a disruption to your day, it's a disruption to your week, it's a disruption to your flow, because you got to deal with all this bullshit. But you got to deal with all this bullshit. So the universe is just kicking it back. Yes, universe understands you have chaos and disruption right now. Don't panic. Keep it cool, keep it light, and do what you need to do, especially where your finances are concerned. New beginnings. This is definitely speaking to money and relationship. Those of you that are getting any kind of money, this may be the thing to help you get a fresh start in life. So if you don't have a car and you come into some money, now you can get a car. If you've been living in an apartment, you come into some money and you got enough to get a small house, a big house, whatever, however that's resonating with you. It's all about new beginnings. Get to your relationship. Those of you, again, that are in newer relationships, about the new beginning. And see, that's where this overall energy comes. All that behind the scenes stuff that goes on. So new beginnings, they're here. For some of you, they're on the way. Again, be patient and keep doing what you're doing behind the scenes to get that shit going and keep it going so you can get to the celebration part. With the moving on, some of you with your finances, once you get things settled, you may have to move on. You may be in a situation where your job, however this is resonating with you, you may have to move on from that. You may be in a situation, and this is a whole different group of you in relationships, where because of things that are going on with you financially, you may have to move on. In either case, it's not a bad thing. It just means that you basically are coming out of the dark and trying to move into the light. So the move on thing is not a bad omen or predictor of anything bad, but it's definitely about moving out of the dark into the light with your finances, with your romance. And even if you are in a relationship and you're not breaking up, you may be moving to a different level in the relationship. You may be letting some friends go because you are on a different track or into different things now, and things that you were doing 2 or 3 years ago just aren't resonating with you. So just bear in mind things that you need to let go. Let them go, move on, move out of the dark into the light. Not that big a deal. For most of you, it doesn't feel like it's a painful process. It's just a matter of knowing where the light is and walking towards it and leaving things that you don't need behind you. Sag, I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a good rest of the week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, y'all.